Alright, everybody. It's time. SideQuest Live is going to be playing some Shadowrun. Not live, unfortunately, a replay of a previous game. Come check it out for episode 11. Streamed by my good buddy Steve. Check us out on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. for either Dungeons & Dragons or Shadowrun. You can join us live. You can also check it out on the podcasts and YouTube and Twitch. Alright, let's dive in.
We're streaming. That's exciting.
Let's see. Is that what your catchphrase is going to be? So you're going to open all your videos?
All my videos will start with, I'm now streaming. Be excited.
That's a pretty good open, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we're doing here. See, this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm streaming now.
Yeah. We decided that since we're not on SideQuest Live and we're actually on my stupid YouTube channel, we're going medium tech. It's not high tech. It's not low tech. It's middle tech. So I'm just gonna stream Discord like this. Look at this. This is amazing. And then when I want to focus on someone, look at how easy it is. Click. Hey, it's me. And then look, there's everyone. So tonight we're doing Shadowrun, which is a continuation of Shadowrun, and we're probably hardly ever going to look at the camera. But let's see who we've got here. We have Darcy. Why don't you just remind people of what the hell's going on?
I don't remember is why I don't remind people about what else going on.
He was really asking you to remind him.
Pretty much.
So
I
go
believe
ahead and
we
make up a plan.
kind of finished our mission, and we're just kind of smooth sailing at this point. Something like that.
Yeah.
There was
Like,
container
we went
and
to a
it's there. We have to load it in.
thing.
Some stuff.
I guess we still need to like load it, and then we need to take it somewhere.
Yeah.
So I guess we're halfway done the mission.
Yeah.
But we can just assume that all happened without a hitch, right?
Well,
That is typical Shadowrun. I mean,
That
nothing
is.
ever goes wrong.
That is. Okay, well, that's definitely an option. So, remind us of who Radio is.
Yeah, hi, I'm Darcy Bits. I use they, them pronouns. My character is Radio. She uses she, her pronouns, and she's radio active, I guess. Radio affected? Radiated, that's the word. By being a native to Glow City, if you will. And, she's doing the Shadowrun thing when she's got the time. And isn't doing, like, I don't know, probably, like, courier stuff. She runs fast. I don't know. She also does, like, treasure hunting stuff. That's never been touched on, but, like, it's there. I wrote it down, so it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That is perfect tone for things streamed on my channel.
Was there more you wanted to know?
No, I'm just saying. That's no more, no less. That's perfect. Okay, Phil, who are you and what are you doing?
Hey, so I'm Phil. I'm a grumpy old man. Also, I'm playing Gerald, who is a grumpy old man. He's much older and grumpier than I am, and he flies things and makes shit. He also has he's recently reconnected with his long-thought dead wife, and he's trying to rebuild his relationship. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I love the depth. I love the depth. Yeah. And Todd, we're gonna ignore. So Bella.
Okay. Since we're ignoring Todd, by the way, hi.
Hey, I'm hacking in. I will not
Don't
be
worry.
ignored.
Well,
Don't
Bliss
worry,
just got
Bliss
back.
will get you in, no problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Bella. I'm playing Bliss. What's to say about Bliss? Well, she wasn't there last time, but apparently she went back to her place and is hiding out as usual. And yeah, we'll see where she's up to tonight.
Well, Todd, you're technically here, so if you want to talk, I'll let you do it for a second. Nope, fine. Todd's not really here.
It's possible to know.
It's impossible to know. He'll just randomly interrupt. He is in a bad. He's in an area with a bad matrix connection. Mac is having issues. Todd's playing Mac if he plays, which is like, we'll find out.
I'm
won't we?
on an astral trip, and I keep zoning back to my body, being like, hey, how's it going? Oh, okay, I'm going to go back to this again. And then disappear. I extend counterspelling. That is my entire job today.
Just, that's perfect. That's all we need. Well, so...
Although, if I go hide in my car, I might be able to play a little bit more actively.
Hey, been there, done that.
That's true, actually. We did have an episode where Phil was playing entirely from his car.
For that precise reason, I was traveling and did not want to wake up my child who was in the Airbnb with me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked out reasonably well.
Yeah.
So now's the time when I'd normally roll the credits, but since we don't have any because I can't be bothered, we'll skip that. Yeah. Maybe Todd can edit some in later. Insert credits here.
Yeah, you're going to share the recording with me later, right?
Yeah, we'll find some way to do that.
Alright, cool.
At the very least, you can strip it from YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I am recording it to my hard drive. So, to slightly, somewhat recap last episode, what actually did happen. So, the cat had died, and the remaining Shadowrunners managed to figure out where they needed to be to intercept this truck that was going cross country. They were told by Flirp where it was going to end up. And so rather than try to intercept it on the road, they kind of changed tack a little bit and went to Warehouse B. Getting there soon enough to sort of pretend to be the people that were supposed to be there receiving this truck in the first place. Due to some fancy dice rolling that actually worked. And the overtired shipping crew just quite happily handed off their trailer, leaving it in the warehouse, as you can sort of see over in the corner of the screen over here. And so we had a fantastic job interview. We had a day's worth of work that ended up causing Green Streak to get fired. And last we left...
Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired. He was terrible. He was good in the interview, but not so great in actually working. Bliss is off in she's connected via the Matrix, monitoring everything, talking to everybody, but she is hiding out in a undisclosed location with a big
Best type of location.
Yes, with a big furry friend of hers. And I think, Gerald was in his submarine helicopter, just offshore slightly.
Yeah.
Right.
Offshore slightly. And so we cue to the warehouse. Let me pull it up on Roll20 because you could see it, but I wasn't looking at it. So Mac had summoned a spirit, which is represented by Polly right there. So pretty. And I think Gerald was talking about, you guys were discussing how to get the contents of this cool, awesome crate here into this cool, awesome crate here. So.
And then we succeeded. Right?
No.
The episode opens with us going, I don't think that worked.
Okay, so here's the thing. Just
commercial.
Yeah. It's a really good cold open.
Yeah, so any thoughts, any questions? What do we have here? What does it look like? What size is it? What shape is it? What's in it?
What's in what?
So this crate here, which is over the number 2, it's just this rectangle, represents the 53-foot shipping container that is on a trailer. This green one here is your actual truck. Yeah, this white thing. Yeah, thanks, Todd.
Great.
There's Todd in there messing around. Who's messing around? Someone's messing around.
Me.
Quit messing around.
But yeah, we learned that the side of our container opens, so it could go on sideways. We can somehow lift it.
Yeah, so let's search for a container lifting forklift.
That makes sense.
Anybody else? Okay, so that's one option. Container lifting forklift. There definitely is not one in this particular warehouse space. Like you can tell it wasn't designed to actually like have a truck and trailer in there. Contrary to what this looks like on the screen, like it barely fits in there. There isn't even like a foot of space. You kind of have to slide over the hood to get from one side of it to the other.
Okay, so while I guess I should maybe talk about this in character, but I'm just gonna say the premise and we could rehash how it comes out if we need to. While the plan was to put this container inside of our invisible container, is there any reason we can't just like hook our hub up to the second trailer and drive it out of here? It won't be as contained, but I don't know.
You could do that.
Great. Good.
But the problem... Well,
Alright, Gerald. Let me get some. There we go. Gerald, you got the, get your eyes in the sky and everything? We gotta get this trailer out of here now.
Yeah.
Are we getting this out?
Just put it in the crate.
Nah, it's just kind of sitting here.
Okay, put it in the crate.
I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that. I kind of thought it would get loaded right in, and that was not the plan on their end, I guess.
So our crate opens from the side, and you got to put their crate inside our crate. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I can like lift this thing. The whole
Mac, can't you
container.
do some magic-y fucking shit and make it floaty float?
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, can you do that?
he could do that.
that in your wheelhouse, magically speaking? Or lodge, I guess? No. Lodge house. Wheel lodge. Wheel lodge, that's one.
Wheel lodges are a real thing.
Perfect.
Yes.
Alright.
Another idea.
Yes, but I'll need help. Green streak with the forklift. Okay, we don't have a forklift, apparently. Or maybe we have a forklift, but not like a container lift. I guess I'd look around more appropriately.
Maybe try taking the stuff out of the crate and put it into our crate.
I mean, I guess we could look inside. No one said we could do that, or maybe they did. I don't really remember.
Anyway, I'm just gonna have a snooze.
Yeah, let's look inside. Can we open this thing? Is it gonna blow up in my face? I mean, if it is, I'm still gonna do it.
I could speak for Todd slightly here.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And he could do a sensing roll, which I will roll with 7 of these dice, and we'll see if it's magically magical.
All right.
That was bad.
Yeah, was it glitchy bad, or was it just like
it was
not?
It was very close to Todd like going Mac going unconscious and knowing nothing. But instead, he's like, "Hey, it looks. I don't see any magic on there. Looks fine." If anybody wants to try their hand at like lock picking, you could.
I could possibly help out.
Yeah. Take a look here. What do we got?
Right back in.
You can try there, Bliss, but I don't. Oh, you're remote. Yeah, so you could see if you can somehow connect to the thing.
Okay.
Maybe look around to see if there's
try.
like any things like welding equipment, plasma torches, anything like that in the warehouse.
I was also.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got here.
Okay, hold on a second. Let Bella go because it's hard for her to break in. What's that, Bella?
Yeah. I was just gonna say the other thing I wanted to look into is how big is this complex? Like this, we're in one building. You said, are there multiple buildings? And can I search those buildings? Or potentially these guys may need to put one container into the other container.
Yeah, so you didn't play yourself last time. Essentially there was
very rarely play with myself, but go ahead.
There were no internal cameras on any of this building, so it's a building that's like divided into 8 units. I don't know if you can see that on roll
Yeah,
20.
I could see that there's like, and I was going to ask you about that because I missed that. So
Yeah, that's my great drawings. I drew that by hand. Like,
So
this is
we're in the one
the greatest
unit.
art in the history of Shadowrun.
right. So we're in Unit 2.
Yes, you are right there.
Okay.
And so no, there's some small forklifts that would just be good for lifting individual pallets, but there isn't any. And there's some like hand truck pallet moving stuff in this warehouse even, but that's about it. I'll even go so far as to say that there's a small like electric forklift in this unit that you could use to like lift stuff. You could probably get it about 5 meters high. Like you could hit the ceiling with it pretty. Yeah, you could hit the ceiling with it if you went too high. And it's a forklift that'll carry like 1 pallet at a time in terms of its space, whatever. But nothing that would lift the whole trailer. Like that's the kind of stuff you're only ever going to see at a dock, not in a warehouse like this.
Well, then I will go with my secondary option, which is I was going to see if I can remotely like back into the... Like, I'm assuming they're electronic locks?
You can do a perception test of a matrixy kind and see what happens.
Perception test of a matrix kind.
See if there is a electronic lock, and
let's see if there's anything.
We can go from there. That makes sense.
I coached through lockpicking last time. Was that Green Streak?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
So, Darcy, does Radio have that skill?
Yeah, Radio has locksmith, it's called locksmith.
Okay, so
I don't know if I have the proper tools for that or not. I do have like tools to reinforce it, but I don't think we want to do that.
Well, give a perception test visually because you're there, and Bella, let me know what Bliss gets on hers.
All right. I'm just...
I'm scrolled up to the top. 4 hits. Limit 3, so 3 hits.
Okay, and then Bella?
Sorry. Just getting all of this set up. Get 8 dice. Okay. That should do it. Oh! No. Sorry. That was a D20. I'm like, whoa, 6 successes. That's awesome.
That makes it easier.
2 successes.
Okay, so it's not on the matrix that you can see, and it's not. Yeah, there's nothing you can pick up for it being on the matrix.
I'll just kind of radio in, guys. I'm not able to be much use here. Sorry.
So Darcy, you have radio. Well, Gerald's taking a nap anyway. So, yeah, Radio walks around the whole thing. There is the standard double open doors at the back, with 2 locks on it. One is a key and one is a combination.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
So, yeah, how do you want to go about that?
I don't have any, auto picker. Someone had an auto picker.
Well,
Who had that?
Green Streak had one.
Green Streak. Give me that auto picker.
Yeah, okay, well, here's my auto picker. You should totally give it a try there on the back, and I'll just take a few pictures while you do that.
Alright, does auto picker just give you, some bonus hits, but you still make the test? I think that's right.
Yes, it's got a rating.
I'm just gonna roll my locksmith and we can see what happens. I guess, you said one lock is one design and one lock's another. Do you want me to, tell you which one I'm going for first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's an auto picker 1.
With a key?
It's an auto picker 1,
Pardon?
so it's an auto picker 1, so just add 1 to your
That
dice
makes
pool.
sense.
Because you're using...
1 to the die pool? Alright,
Yeah.
I'll add a modifier then. How do I do that? Well, I'll just add an extra die after.
Yeah.
Here's a locksmith. That is 2, and I'll roll an extra d6. That's 6. Okay, that's 3 hits.
Nice. So you managed to pop the padlock pretty easily. Comes off.
Yeah, so I pull. So I've got sorts of tools, the accoutremating my my jumpsuit and whatnot, and pull out some I don't know, chisel or something, and use it sideways and pop it in a way that makes sense, cinematically at least.
Sorry, that's the other one. You're trying to just break it.
No, I don't want to break it.
Oh yeah,
I
so
was adding some flavor to my description of actually doing the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I make with the dice and it happens.
Yeah. You fiddle with it.
I don't know what is actually happening in fiction to locksmith my way through here, but ideally I'm not breaking it. I literally have a portable torch that I can use to melt through locks and stuff if it gets to that sort of situation.
Well,
and I'm not using that. Yeah.
Your helmet.
Yeah, it's got a few functions.
Yeah. What functions does it have?
Let me take a look at my helmet. I can't find my helmets. Oh, that reminds me. I did forget to roll. I need to roll for my blighted quality. I don't know whether or not I'm sick or not. I think I haven't actually done any rolls for
you
full in-game day.
You did last time, so we're still on the same day, so you're fine.
I don't remember rolling for it, but if you want to just say it's fine,
yeah,
that's
fine. I recall you rolling something to do with that.
Okay. Where can't I helmet, 6 capacity, low light, thermographic, flare compensation, vision magnification, and audio enhancement level 2. So those won't all be on constantly or anything. That would be ridiculous, but that's the functionality it has.
So audio enhancement, wink wink.
Okay. I guess if I was doing the proper once-overing of the box before I do anything, I probably would flip on thermographic, see if there's anything there. Although if there is, probably someone else would have already seen that, because I think we have thermographic the room before. But yeah, you're saying it's like a one of those blocks. I can't think of what it's called right now. You said it got whatever. One's got the key, one's got the combination. That's what you're saying. I see you. I was just being clear about if that's what you were saying the lock type was. Yeah, no, definitely. That makes sense.
Just kind of throwing that one at you.
No, I like that. It's the sort of thing that I'm sure that radio would think of, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm
also
not
with the
radio.
Also with the picture being painted. I know you said combination lock, but I immediately forgot that you said it as soon as it was done. But yeah, no. I have the audio enhancement, so I can toggle that on and get to work. I think it's still a lock pick, like a locksmith test, right?
Yeah, and again, you'll just get to add those dice from the audio enhancement, right?
So. All right, I'll make another locksmith test. That is 2, and I guess it's 2 dice because it's level 2. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Those both miss, so it's just 2 hits.
So it takes you a little bit longer. You can hear some clicks and some things, and it's it's twice this way, once this way, that way, and radio tries a few times, probably 15 times, but eventually you're I'm sure I heard this click, I'm sure I heard that click, and it's just the last click's a little bit fainter, and finally you're oh yeah, and it pops. So
I am realizing that she is set to I am in bladed mode right now. So yeah, everything is harder. Turns out. Okay. It's hard you've been doing that. Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right. I did not know that, but that's good.
That's great. I just noticed. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Well, why don't you? So maybe I had it backwards. Why don't you re-roll that now? Because I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. Because I don't know when you.
So it's 7 dice. I think what do I need to be 3 or something on 7 dice? It's pretty hard. It's edge plus nothing. It's 2 hits. That's not bad. I think it's 3 though. Where's my qualities? Negative qualities. Bladed. Yeah, test 3. So yeah, fails.
Okay, so I guess that's staying as it is.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Price I pay.
So, okay, so you're the only.
Still making my hits. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
You're the only player whose character is there. So.
Yeah, I think so.
If you want, you can now open the back of that and look inside.
Yeah, I'll definitely spring a trap on myself. It'll be great. So yeah, I'll throw these doors open, see what we're working with. All right, let's see what we're working with. Nailed it.
Yeah. So you open Sesame, and inside, you instantly smell something quite pungent. But it's not like a thing, it's like a mix of many things. And you're like, oh, what is that? It's strong, but it's not bad. It's weird. It smells like
strong but not bad. Interesting.
It smells like Oh man, what is that? It's you're like you're kind of put off for half a second, but then like hungry.
Okay. I'm picking up and putting it down.
So
yeah, all right, that makes sense.
So if you want to jump up in there, you can just hop up in and take a look. I'm imagining you have some sort of a light you can flick on, a flashlight or something.
Yeah, I could either like turn on the light, or I could turn on the light vision on the helmet. I do have a respirator on my sheet. I don't know if I have that on all the time. I probably don't. So probably I crack off the helmet and throw on this respirator. Just to be safe, you know.
Okay, in the split second you're switching, give me a perception test. A smell perception test.
Ooh, smell perception test. Nice. Where's my perception? Dang it, there it is. That is 3, limit 3.
Your brain, you're like, whoa. You're like, what is the word for this? It smells like you've never had this. You've never had the chance because you haven't been that rich. And you're like, what's the word?
That makes sense.
Charcuterie? It smells like a gigantic charcuterie board in here. What? I don't know how you might express that out loud, but that's the thought that goes through your head.
I'm still trying to figure this out. Give me a moment. Doors are open, but... Alright, I'm going in.
So, are you sharing any... Your helmet's got the ability to broadcast video. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Yeah, presumably I can, like, the respirator on and then put my helmet back on top. Yeah. I would assume there's enough room for that. It's just I wouldn't be always wearing the respirator, which is why I would need to get the swap. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. I just want to make sure before it's like... Wearing armor is weird. It's not armor, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, I'll be sending the image link to anyone who wants to look into this.
So you
all right. Take a look.
So you look inside.
Vision. Yeah.
There are pallets that have boxes, and the pallets are wrapped with like shipping wrap. And there's probably about 20 of pallets altogether, give or take, going pretty much from the one end of the container to the other, like 2 rows of 10. And the first thing,
and we got like 20 pallets.
First thing that catches your eye, and the close one says Produit de France. And underneath that, it says Révolution de Savoir. And on another pallet, it's Camembert de Normandie. And another one, it says Traditional Haggis, product of Scotland. And on another one, it says Beluga Caviar. And another one at the back, it says Kinder Surprise Eggs.
No wonder they want to lift this container.
And another one says Black Pudding with sheep lung. And another one says Brie de Meaux. Anybody want
Angus beef?
Anybody want to do a matrix search for that stuff?
This is what we got.
You guys tell me and ask me to do it.
Yeah, you can, if you want to like just sort of see what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So Bliss, you can see all that. So if you want to start punching those into the matrix, just give me a whatever appropriate test for that. Let's see how much detail you got.
Computer?
Yeah. Sure.
Computer test?
Yeah.
Hey, Gerald, do you have an estimate on how long until someone might be picking this up? Because yeah, we could take these pallets out, move them to the other truck, but
we're not going to get much far. I don't know how long that would take.
That's a good question. Would I have an estimate?
So at the end, when those guys took off, you were told you had an hour. So if you're going to estimate, you probably have somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour before people show up. Bella, what is your result?
I'll maintain like a wireless listening watch as well for other signals or things that are on their way, etc.
Okay. I see your 2 hits, Bella. So, what Bliss gets, you just start. You can see right on Radio's helmet. So you just start punching in like a straight up Google search for these things, and the first thing that pops up. Oh, why is my stream paused? What? Oh, this stream is paused. Never mind. That's fine. What was I saying? So you pull up, and the first thing that comes up is an article that says 30 foods that are banned in the UCAS. And you start looking down, and all of it's there, and you're like, oh, interesting. So you're reading the article, and it's like, why are these things banned? And so essentially what you're reading is effectively a large number of traditional European cheeses and meats are considered unsafe for consumption in the UCAS because they're made with raw milk. And for the meats that you see there, like the haggis and the black pudding, it's because of the use of animal lung. There's also, as Radio keeps walking through, you see there's actually a crate that's styrofoam packed in dry ice, and it's got pufferfish in it. There's another one of horse meat. And there's some foie gras. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, and then there's the Kinder Egg. They still, in this, it's been like, 90 years or so, they're still making Kinder Eggs, but like, they've been banned since the old United States because children can swallow toys, apparently. But all of this stuff is illegal here. So if to sort of guess, because you don't, so in your search you don't find like anything about their illegal trade. You just know they're illegal.
And I guess I could assume that being here is part of that illegal trade. Like,
they are very clearly put 2 and 2 together. This shipment came from the East Coast to the West Coast. From the port of New York.
Okay. I'm going to let everybody, including Radio, know. Be like, don't eat any of them. Just say. Okay.
No. Well, I think maybe just loading it out and loading it back in is a shot. Do a little mental math, like, I don't know how long that would do. Sizing up Green Streak. How much can he carry? How quickly could he do this?
Yeah,
I don't know if we could do the whole thing in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever we have.
Well, he's been working in a warehouse all day, so let's see if he learned anything. Oh, he did. Okay, so with four hits on his "did I friggin' learn anything doing this" test, he's like, "Hey guys, yeah. So if we take that pallet jack over there and we just lift it up, well, I'm sure I can do it. I lift weights, so I'll just pick it up and lift it and put it in the back here, and we can move the pallets like to the edge of this truck here, and then we've got a forklift over there.
Got it.
And then we can forklift it over,
All right.
go.
Well, sounds like a plan. Good luck, guys. Let me know if you
Time
need
to
me.
lose.
So who's got the? Anybody can use the pallet jack. I'll just give you that. Like, it'd take you a couple of seconds to figure that out. But who is physically there has a pilot groundcraft skill?
I do believe Mac does. I don't know how conscious he is right now. I think he had pilot ground. I don't. I know that I don't.
Green Streak actually.
I think Green Streak might also, because he has the whole car fetish.
Yeah.
He has his mom's scar, yeah.
He does, and then he's a little better at it than Mac is. Radio?
I don't have any.
You do not.
I run everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, well, so Green Streak's gonna... Well, unless... so it's the two people that can't talk right now. So... we'll just roll again, because I feel like my impression of Matt is reasonably good right now.
Nice, good.
It's actually fantastic. I was going to make a comment.
So he will run over there and get on and go, okay, the driving, brake, accelerator, forward, reverse, that's pretty straightforward, guys. It's all these like knobby controls. Oh, look, they've got little graphical representations. So he backs the thing up and he's like, oh, this is cool. And he's, okay, up, down, all right. Tilt, that's easy. Up, down, and tilt. Okay, here we go. So he kind of like jerkily drives the forklift around to the back of the thing here. And then, I guess so somebody needs to open the side of the Invisicrate.
Okay, I open it. Isn't it remote? It's not remote. Never mind.
It might be. I don't know.
If it's remote, I open it. If it's not remote, well, too bad.
Probably like jam signals and stuff, right? So it probably couldn't really be. I guess it could be technically. Whatever. It's not. We put the physical labor into it.
It's pretty straightforward.
Do all the thing.
I'll just give that to you. Like, if somebody wants to jump in there, like, essentially it's...
I mean, those of us who are there start working, we see if we could do it fast enough, basically.
It's essentially gas shocks, hold it up, massive ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are loading. Darcy... I'm gonna get you to roll something for being able to figure out the stupid pallet truck.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm like just lifting stuff, I'm not having a great time of it.
No,
but if I can use a pallet jack or something to like help.
Well, that's
me
what
out.
it is. So he throws the pallet jack up in there. And then he's gonna have to kind of like he'll move. The plan is, you guys are logical. You can talk about it. You're gonna have to move a bunch of pallets into the Invisicrate. Then he's gonna have to take the pallet jack from you, move it over there, move them against the side, then come back and move the last of them. But if you guys are quick, see how long it takes. I think just roll me. I'll have to look. Your character sheet's so different; it's hard to read.
Sorry, yeah, I don't really have anything that's super relevant. Even like there's like an athletics.
Well, just do I'll call it a modified lifting and carrying. You're not lifting and carrying, but it's like it's. Can I steer this thing? Do I know how to pump it? Can I put
that makes sense.
I remember the first time.
That is a 1. I probably should have edged that, but I didn't. I guess I should declare if I want to spend edge now. I think it seems like such a waste, but I don't know if one's probably enough. I want this to be good, so I will spend an edge.
Okay.
I feel like that is the appropriate way of doing this. So that gives me an extra 4 dice.
You have a lot of edge. I think that
I do, but yeah, I like to do it beforehand if I can.
Yeah.
That all failed. Those all failed there. That was 4 fails.
That's a critical glitch.
Can my edge roll glitch? Because the original one.
Never mind.
Yeah.
The original one. The original
Had
one
one
was a
hit.
1, and then you edged it and got 4 1s? Or was
Well,
it
I
1
got 3
hit?
ones of it, too. I got no hits, on 4 dice.
Oh, the first one, though, you got 1 success, right?
Yeah, I got 1 hit on 5 dice, so then I re-rolled my failures with edge, and that
Yeah.
was 4 misses. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, like, you can do it. You're just not an expert at it, and you're not.
Yeah, I would like it to have been faster. So that might impact things in the future.
Yeah.
But it'll have to do. Yeah.
I'll give it the benefit of, like, I'm sure Mac will jump in there and kind of, like, steady things and,
Yeah.
help you get it going and stop, So let's
So
just
we might have interference. I don't know. We might need some extra time.
let's just see how long it takes.
We got people who can do that sort of thing.
Okay, so you guys are going, and based on how fast you're going, it's going to take you about half an hour to get everything transferred across.
Cutting it close? Will probably be when they arrive. So yeah.
Alright, this is... We might need... If you can buy us some time. It's gonna take some while.
Radio's not breathing great.
Anybody else want to do or say anything while the transferring is happening?
I will, I'll just have my little, like, mosquito drone flying around nearby as well, keeping an eye on things.
Gerald, what's a good way that we could possibly buy them more time?
Make some noise elsewhere.
Sounds like a good plan.
Is it, though? The plan.
It's the only one we got right now. So,
Well, let's see.
Hopefully if we can identify them coming, I feel like someone, like, it should be obvious, maybe not, but if you see them on their way, then we can maybe redirect. Just to, I can't think right now.
and I'm already tapped into Gerald's drone, right?
Yeah, I believe you guys were all sharing all your feeds, which is just a matter of password sharing, so you're good.
Yeah. So I'll be monitoring that to see if it picks up anything, anybody coming or anything.
Negative, Todd. It does not. The only thing... So Todd's asking, quick question, does the stuff we're taking need to stay in refrigerators, the meat and cheese and stuff? No, the only thing that you would want to have kept cold would be probably the... you've got puffer fish and horse meat, but it's packed in... like really high insulate, like really good insulated shipping crates with dry ice.
Dry ice.
Yeah, so if you looked at it thermographically with anyone who can do that, I could tell you.
Yeah, I did do that. I didn't really think about when you mentioned it. I didn't go, haha, you should have said something. Maybe it doesn't go through the container walls when I looked, but I did throw up the demographic for it.
Yeah, just give me another perception test on that, because Mac is mentioning it and going, hey. Is that stuff safe?
Just 2 hits.
So yeah, you can see that it's right around 2 degrees Celsius inside those containers.
Cool.
So that's pretty darn good. With it being like so well wrapped and contained and stuff, it would be pretty hard for it to lose too much, or to gain too much heat over time. Okay. So, sorry, Bella, was Bliss doing anything else? What was she doing?
She's basically just keeping watch to give them a heads up if they need to, and to let them know, but also to try to divert or distract if anybody's coming.
Okay, what are you specifically keeping watch over?
I've got eyes in the drone, and as the drone is kind of doing its zoom 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 thing, I'm basically looking at what it's capturing up in the sky.
You might be able to find I guess these any vehicles that are looking for this probably aren't running transponders, whatever, but you might be able to detect something that's on its way that stands out to you because of, I don't know, follows some pattern you recognize. Hacking, I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I've never done that before, Steve.
What
is your take on that?
So right now, Bliss is looking at everybody's audio and video feeds who's in the team, sharing that stuff. Radio's helmet, the sensors from the big rig that you guys have, which includes audio and video and some radar. Gerald was sharing feeds from the helicopter, which is currently underwater, so not much help right there. Sonar, you can see how ugly the bottom of the bay is. And then you also have all the feeds from this building that you hacked, which includes cameras externally. So if you look at those cameras, you can just give me a visual perception check.
Right. I'm just gonna click that skill up. There she is. Oh, it's the same as my matrix perception.
Yeah, I seem to recall that.
Difference. Oh, 4 successes. What?
Okay. Logic plus intuition.
Do another check?
Yeah.
Logic plus intuition?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, that's sure. 3 successes.
So 3 successes. So this building has cameras. How many other buildings have cameras? You're like, oh, so then you look through the cameras and you can see cameras on other buildings, kind of as far as the eye can see. So if you wanted to, you could sort of look at the city and see how many cameras can I hack in a whatever mile radius.
Ooh. Yes. I like hacking.
And Todd is doing an astral ascensing. I will roll that for you. 7 dice. Todd, you get 2 hits. Please also use sprites to wipe trace, says Todd.
Smart.
Maybe I'll just leave this chat open so viewers can see, even though it reconfigures what the screen shows. Okay, how Shadowrun is that? It's just, one player who's standing there. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, Bella. She was doing something.
Do you want me to roll the hack now?
Yeah.
To hack in? Okay.
So
I wasn't sure because
first
we were doing a few things at once.
Yeah. So you're thinking, okay, well, I need to. How many cameras are there? That would be some sort of search. So you may want to have one of your sprites do a searchy search.
Okay. Or yeah. Yes, I can. That's in list. The list here. Do a search for.
Or just run your data sprite. That would make the most sense.
Yeah, we're gonna use P. So.
And then just run or roll their computer, which would be 12.
Computer?
Yeah.
Can I do, if I'm using the sprite, can I still do the computer background to add the ice ball?
No, it would go this way. You can assist the sprites. So what you would do is you would roll your computer, and your hits would add to their dice pool because you're assisting.
So I'll roll my computer first.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits. So to the 12, that's 14.
Yeah, can do it that way.
All right. So, do I want to edge this? Just because we kind of need a decent roll. Yeah, I'll edge it. I'm using a dice edge, so I get 3 extra dice.
Yes. So now you're rolling 17 dice, right?
And they're gonna explode.
Yeah.
Separate.
Yes. High drama of edge dice in Shadowrun.
Wow, that was absolutely ungratifying. 4 successes.
Yeah, not great on 17 dice, but 4 successes is a lot of successes otherwise.
Right, so essentially you find a bunch of find a whack load of cameras. You know where everything is in about 7 to 8 block radius of where you are. You can sort of see that there are a bunch of buildings with the same sort of external stuff that is on the building that you guys are at. You just know that not all the intersections there are some red light cameras and things like that. You'd have to kind of pick and choose what you want to hack, though.
Can I do like a what do you call it? Like a statistical analysis, if you will, of the traffic flow into this area? Like, is there a specific direction the most come from?
If you remember the route, you could look back at the route that you guys traveled to bring your truck and trailer in there. And
is there only one way in and one way out? Or
no, there's
multiple.
There's a couple ways in and out, but not every. Like a truck is only going to be able to use like the main roads. there's certain corners you're not going to be able to turn with a tractor trailer set up, right?
Right. So yeah, I'll try to figure out the most logical.
Do you have any criminal background knowledges? Like, I know you've got a connection, so I thought maybe you might have some kind of, I think it was a disco. Yeah, I can't hear you, Bella.
No, we have lost you. And she's back.
Okay. Disconnect, reconnect, and yeah, I can hear you. I was asking if you had any, like, criminal knowledge, because I know you have a criminal connection, so...
Yeah.
Even though the most obvious ways in aren't necessarily going to be what the, like, Yakuza take, or whoever it is that's picking this up.
Well, and that's kind of my... is just
You're real quiet. Okay.
Am I?
So Todd, on your sensing test, you essentially, and you have your spirit running around, keeping an eye on things. It was a spirit of man, right? Nothing crazy yet, or so far, or right now. However you want to interpret that. Benicio del Hombre. Sounds good. Belle, what was Bliss doing now that she has, is she going to try to, like, so you're trying to look at graphic patterns. Yeah, so you know that he's gone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Sorry, Mike, don't. He's sitting. So, what were you asking me? If I'm...
Turn you up a hair. So you were sort of looking at, there's only really, based on the width of streets and, what corners a truck could get around, a couple of ways to go here. So if you focus on the cameras that watch those routes, you're like, okay, this is where the cameras are. You'd have to do some hacking to actually get access to that footage.
Okay, so I will do that.
Okay. So do some hackage. You can have your sprite do it and assist them, or you could do it and have the sprite assist
How many
you.
more actions can they do?
I don't recall how many actions you had. It was like 3 or 4, I think.
So I've only done 1, so I've got 2 more.
Yeah. Oh, look.
All right.
Oh, you guys, sorry.
So I will go ahead and I will assist. No, I'll have the sprite assist me in hacking.
Nice.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'll do then. So would I then roll the sprites hacking first?
Yeah, have the helper roll first, because you're going to add those dice to the doer's doing dice.
Right.
That made grammatical sense.
Okay, well, on my character sheet, I have the sprite has computer and it has electronic warfare, but no hacking. So I'm guessing it's computer.
Yeah, you just default to that.
Okay.
Which is fine. Like, there's no penalty for that. It's just not a...
Right.
Actually, it's a related skill. So I'm going to say, yeah, because it's not like you're specifically trying to hack and the skill isn't hacking. So take away 2 dice from the computer pool from the sprite and you can hack.
Okay, so 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 5 successes.
Inicio del hombre.
So then I'll add those 5 to my hacking. Which, sorry, I gotta scroll back up. The hacking, which is, okay, 17 again.
Okay.
8 successes this time.
Much better. So you, there's a bunch of cameras. You get about 6 cameras. One's at an intersection a couple of blocks away. You get an entire building, like 4 blocks perpendicular to that. Along the route, you get a couple of more buildings. Essentially, you get like 5 buildings, exterior cameras, and 1 intersection. That's a couple of blocks away from where you are.
All right. I will let everybody know that I have good eyes, and I will monitor all of the feeds and update them should anything of note come up.
So, Matt, hi. You, Green Streak, are having a fantastic time operating the forklift that you've never driven before while moving pallets from one shipping container to the Invisicrate, while radio is inside the container, moving pallets to the edge of it for you to pick up and transfer across. You've been doing this for about 25 minutes. You got a couple of pallets left of the things listed in the chat. The cheeses and meats. And, yeah, you're kind of getting the hang of this this forklift. So what was I going to say? Yeah, there you are. That's what's going on.
All right. So sorry I'm late. I've been sick all day today, so I almost slept through this. But
yeah, no worries. Hope you feel better, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Green Streak's, yeah, definitely having the time of his life driving the forklift.
Good.
Can't think of anything funny he'd say right now, but he's probably trying to think up of a line really hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm happy to let him just keep doing that. That seems like the useful thing to do right now.
It's okay. I did a good impression of him. So.
Maybe he's driving this forklift, making Eurocar Westman noises, just dreaming about when he's going to steal that car later.
Okay, we will just let me just make some random GM dice tossing things.
Your car West one actually runs completely silent, but it has like copyrighted sounds that intentionally play when you do things.
I love that. That's great.
It's got to be branded specifically.
Mm-hmm. You can
branded sounds.
Well, you would know, Green Streak, that you can toggle through those to have it sound like whatever you want.
Yeah, I've probably got them all on my phone. I'm playing them right now.
He's got his own personal soundtrack. You guys are like, oh my gosh, this guy needs to wow. Yeah. You're half like, this dude's nuts, and I really think I need to actually go help him steal that car.
Oh yeah, if we steal that car, that'd be great.
I'm just wondering, is there any way I could potentially hack into his music stream or whatever and switch it up just to be a fit?
Anyone can hack anyone's self. That is danger of the future.
Yeah, it would simply be an opposed test of your hacking skill versus the device rating.
I've got a device rating of 6, it says.
Yeah, so you can roll 6 dice to prevent the hack, but I'm actually going to say you can only roll 4 because you are actually all sharing access. So.
Yep.
And Bella, you get 2 dice because you already have permission to be broadcasting to his pan.
So that's 14 then.
Yeah.
Let's go, Matt.
Dear.
Or sorry, Green Street. Probably gonna do better than me. I only got 3 successes, buddy.
No, wait. How many misses?
Oh, that is a.
That's a glitch.
8.
That is a total glitch.
6, 7, 8.
Okay. Hold that thought, Matt.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay, so you're like listening to your music there. You've got it on speaker, which is like everyone's kind of like, oh gosh, it's like car sounds that are remixed with like dubstep beats, and everyone's like, oh my god, can we just like chill with that? And of course Bliss is like, oh man, okay, all right, I gotta do something about this. So you Bliss, you get in there and you're like, all right, music. There it is. There's a whole list. Man, this is some weird shit. Okay, I want to switch from playing this to playing that. Oh shit, that was the delete key. And so all of a sudden, Green Streak, the music just stops.
What the heck? Yeah, I immediately stop whatever I'm doing and pull up my phone.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, what song was playing? You start scrolling through, and it's like, no files found. No files.
You gotta... We can't slow down. They're coming. We don't know when they're gonna be here.
To move faster, man.
Come on.
So, Radio, you're dropping the last pallet on the edge for Green Streak to pick up.
We don't have to.
Is there no music on my phone at all?
You can't find any music files. It's gone.
I don't believe it at all.
Alright, acapella it is, and I start beatboxing with myself. It's terrible.
Taking it very, very well. Okay.
Whatever works. Just we're almost done.
Okay, Matt. Just because you haven't actually rolled your own dice, roll me a pilot groundcraft, please.
I'd rationalize. I can always edit it back in later, you know.
Yeah.
Pilot groundcraft.
So that's 5 dices.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, you're actually doing better all of a sudden, and you know this last one just goes real smooth. So you drop that one in nicely. It's the last one.
I'd be remiss not to mention that is 3 ones on 5 dice.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like we've never had glitches, and that was 2 in a row. It was amazing.
Thank you, Darcy, for pointing that out. I totally didn't see that. So, drop the paladin. It's good. And then you're like, yoo-hoo! You throw it into reverse. And slam the accelerator down. And you back into the now empty container at pretty much full speed.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Radio. I need my tunes to focus.
We got it.
I listen to music when I'm lifting in the gym. I gotta listen to music when I'm lifting with forklifts. It's just how it goes. Lifting needs music. It doesn't matter what kind of lifting.
Are we wet?
So you're like coming around the back, and you like actually I'm just gonna move these. There was a bit of space in between. There you go. So you're coming back like this, and you just bash into this corner here, and slam. It causes the door to slam shut, one of the two end doors. The forklift breaks. You break a signal light on it.
Is this a gas-powered forklift or an electric forklift?
It's electric.
Okay. I'm going to say gas-powered ones typically have a nice big gas tank exposed on the back of the forklift.
I was thinking about that, but I did previously say it was electric. So you broke that. There's a plastic taillight lens chunks all over the floor. Yeah, that's the way that is. So you can make me another roll to try to go park it.
All right. Gerald, Mac, do we need this crate at all? I mean, I guess leaving it here would be bad. Okay.
So I got to 2 successes and 2 ones on that.
Yeah, so you managed to park it back and plug it back in and make it look how it was.
We can leave it here. Leaving it here empty is fine.
Is that fine? Okay, I'm gonna just go with whatever you're saying. I am not doing great.
Yeah, if you want, everybody can climb in the Invisicrate. I'll drive the thing out of here now.
I approve of that.
Darcy, I want Radio to do a logic plus intuition check.
I love making logic plus intuition. That's what, 7 dice for me? Oh, but no, that would be before. Since they're both attributes, and attributes are things that are reduced, I'm getting double reduction there. Nice.
So you're 5, right? It ends up being 5?
Yeah, it should be 5. I guess I'll just roll 5.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. You click on one and it asks you what do you want to combine it with. I remember how this works. Ha.
You could just use the advanced dice roller also.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that worked. Okay, 1 hit, 1 glitch. Or not glitch, 1.
I'm just gonna go grab a drink real quick.
You have the padlock in your pocket. And you remember that. And then the combo lock is sitting on the door to the Invisicrate, or not the Invisicrate, to the regular one, just hanging there unlocked.
So do we relock this and say, like, I don't know, it's empty, or like, what's the story here? Did it not, like, it clearly made it here, but it's empty? Did it get raided and that we should leave it unlocked? I mean, I don't. Someone think for me. We could lock it again. We didn't break the lock.
Can't we just leave it here? What happened? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Or we could, like, lock it again and say it's like, I mean, we're not claiming that the crate did it. Max saying to lock it and leave it. I'm gonna lock it again.
Mac pipes up and is like, yeah, let's lock it and leave.
That's good enough for me. I don't. Yeah. Click.
Okay, so you lock it shut. So there's Radio, Green Streak, and Mac that are there in physical form. What are you guys doing? Are you jumping in the cab of the truck, in the Invisicrate? What are you doing?
Depending on how, like, I was thinking I'd be in the crate, but honestly there might, A, it's full of stuff, but there was probably enough room, but B, it's also just like, if something happens, I don't know how easily I can get out of that, so depending on if I think I could get out, I would either get in or not.
Well, you do think through it logically and are like, truck has doors. Crate is
I'll get
locked.
Then.
So I'll just say the 3 of you guys squeeze into the cab of the truck. It's a bench seat, so it works.
Not super, robust, if you will.
Yeah.
Got that malnourished frame.
Well, this Mac and Radio came in on that truck originally, right? And
I was in the
in from his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say you guys are pulling in there and are ready to leave, and we'll take a brief pause right here. Which I don't really know how to pause my stream, so I'm just gonna mute everything, and people can just see this. We'll be back.
So no masturbation while we're gone. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back in like 10 of minutes.
I didn't know we were taking a break, so I would have waited for my water.
Well. Okay. I'm just gonna mute my microphony.
Oh shoot!
When we get back and I hear we're taking a break.
That's okay.
All right. Well, what the hell were we doing? Oh yeah.
People watch after the fact in the podcast. We see podcast listeners, except for without the seeing part.
Yeah. So for those of you who weren't watching and like just heard, us on break talking, and then everything went silent for a while, that's because that's what happened. So, Darcy's gonna do a spit take there on mute, but it's like, yeah. All right, so
I'd rather not, honestly, if it's all the same to you.
No, probably not good to blast cola all over your setup.
No one would be happy about that.
Okay, so we have a loaded truck that has a visible trailer with an invisible crate on it, represented by green. And Gerald, you are having it exit, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Okay, so someone just needs to jump out of the cab and roll up the roll-up door, because you either got to hit a button or roll a chain. So I'm going to say Green Streak knows exactly what's going on there. So Matt, I'm assuming he would take care of that.
Allow me to roll my the groundcraft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You managed to get the door open by hitting a button. Just took one success, and there it is. So you, Phil, roll a pilot of the groundcraft. Or you did that already?
Yeah, one success.
Okay. You manage to get it out. And you stop, and Green Streak, I'm assuming, is jumping in. Off you go. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. Phil.
Yeah.
What am I going to have you roll? You're going to roll something. Navigation.
We can do that.
Roll etiquette.
Myself, come on.
Yeah.
Navigation. That would be 8.
Not while you're doing that. That's noisy. Come say goodnight. I wasn't looking. What did you roll? What happened? Let me flip over. To navigation.
0.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
Well, that is what Edge is for, if you wanted to use it.
Yeah, you're right.
But this is more interesting. I'm with you. Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Bliss, you're watching all this on camera.
Not super critical. I don't know why.
You're watching all this on camera. Roll our perception test.
Okay, regular perception or matrix? Doesn't matter, they're the same.
Yeah.
The big difference here is not a critical glitch, so I kind of recognize that I don't know where I'm going.
I'm like a master.
So you notice right away that the truck comes out, and you're like, okay, he's gonna go left, and then he needs to go this way, that way, but he goes right, and then takes another right.
No, he kind of stops and says, I forget where we're going.
Yeah, actually, I'll give you
the
that.
drop off? It's other third warehouse. Or are we just like keeping it safe somewhere for like a few days? How?
The only address I have keeps coming up as somewhere in New York, and that doesn't make sense.
I mean, we could take it to New York, I guess.
The rigger is having a senior moment, says Todd. Yeah. So Bliss, you notice that he's totally going the wrong way. What do you want to say about that?
Hey, Gerald? Eddie?
Yeah?
You're going the wrong way now.
Well, I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm wondering if anyone knows where the heck we're supposed to be going.
And I'm gonna send directions to his answer he can get himself on track.
He's literally like pulled out of the thing. He's turned towards the street and he's stopped at the entrance to the warehouse, like where the road is, and he's just like, I don't know where to go. So you guys are sitting there in the truck's not moving. He's trying to figure out where to take it.
So yeah, she sends you like basically directions, and you can log it into your nav system.
Okay, well, well, let me see. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I see a location now.
Right. Yeah, Max says in his defense, it's land-based, and he's usually airborne. That's true. Okay, so
do we need to contact anyone before we drop? Like, should they know we're coming, or are we just dropping it? I mean, if we just drop it, this same thing might just happen again, I guess. It wouldn't be great.
Well, what were you told? What were you told? I can't remember what I told you.
Meanwhile, I'll also set the helicopter's autopilot to take a meandering trundle down the rivers in a moderately similar direction.
So you, Radio asks the question, where are we supposed to take this, right? So does anybody recall, or want to try to recall, what Flurp told you to do with it?
Let's roll a memory test.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Memory tests all around.
Oh, I figured that's how Bliss was able to give navigation instructions. That she knew, but sure.
Well, she had just done all this, like looking at the way to get in and out of here and the way they came in. So I'm pulling that from that test.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to admit this test because I asked the question. I have 3 dice.
You're not allowed to roll. You forget.
I don't want to roll. I would glitch.
yeah. Radio's like, where are we going? I don't even care.
Is it a
good memory, apparently?
What's memory?
Memory test is on. It's on your sheet somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Memory is 11 dice for Bliss.
Logic and intuition, I believe. Oh, I rolled 10, but I still got 3. That's fine. I should roll 11.
I don't see it anywhere, but I will trust you.
Really?
11 dice.
Yeah, I see. It's under your attribute only tests.
I wasn't looking there. I was looking under skills.
Am I rolling for Mac? Is that what's happening here? He wants 11 dice? Is that what he's saying?
Oh, 11. Yeah, sure. Someone roll 11 dice for Mac.
Can I?
Okay, you want to roll 11?
Yeah,
Ridley's going to roll 11 dice, okay? You pick 11 dice and roll them into there.
We go.
Nice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then you got to go to bed.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, how many 5s and 6s?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6s. 1, 5.
So that's 5 hits. So you...
Ain't good.
The spirit of girl reminds Mac, oh yeah, he said we're supposed to hide this.
Hi.
Good night.
See y'all later.
So
Funny. I thought there was like a spot they wanted us to hide it at, but whatever. That works for.
Initially, there was an option, but he never actually told you where that particular warehouse that you may have gone to is.
Warehouse C is a theoretical location.
Yeah, but with your memory test, Gerald, do you remember? Oh yeah, I have my own personal compound where I park my helicopter and my equipment.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure radio's just like checking supplies, probably takes off the respirator, stuff like that. She's not. Yeah.
Okay, Phil. Mm-hmm. I need Gerald to roll me a driving casualty test.
For ground vehicle?
Yeah. I don't think you have stealth, but
I want it to be an etiquette test because I just think it's funny every time. Driving like a normal person.
So that's not good in the slightest.
It is time.
That is a critical glitch. Everybody, we got there.
We got there.
So the day of glitches.
It is. If anyone does not know,
so
a critical glitch
connection
is when there is a normal glitch, that is half or more ones. But a critical glitch is that and no successes.
Critical glitch
connection.
Yes, but first
you did it.
You do lose connection, but first, one of these dice will be your helicopter, and one of them will be the truck. Which would you like to be which?
Well, this was for the truck.
Yes, I know. So one of these will be your helicopter, and one of these will be the truck. Which do you want to be which? Gold and white.
Let's choose gold for the chopper.
Ooh, it's a tie. Not settling
That
for
means both of them
both explode.
No, we're rolling again. So
I will not let you blow up my $500,000 helicopter.
No, I wasn't going to do that. So you're navigating, and you're like, okay, yeah, up here, 3 blocks, then I gotta turn left. So you go to make the left turn, and you like calculate how much you gotta turn it, and you got the green light. There's traffic coming here and stopped, and there's a bunch of vehicles, and you make the left turn. And
I'd like to tell you why I lost connection.
Yeah, go ahead.
So as I lose connection, and I see as you're describing, I'm starting to make those turns. I lose connection, and Real just goes and looks over, and Beatrice is holding his jack. But she unplugged. You wanted it to be an etiquette test.
Oh my god, that's awesome. So she's there, and she's like, can I try this? I really want to try this. Can I? She's. What happened? Honey, do you remember when you used to drive and I used to do this? Something feels different back here.
Yeah, we gotta get that fixed. Give me that back.
Were you using this? Were you using this?
I need that back. I need that back right now. He grabs it from her and plugs it back in.
Oh yeah, and Todd's correct. You need to roll. She unplugged it. You said you need to roll to resist dump shock.
That's awesome. I wasn't sure if dump shock was even in this edition. It comes up so rarely. But I love it. I think that even if it's not, you should definitely do it.
Yeah,
I just don't know what your dice are for
that. What is that? Willpower and body?
Yeah, that sounds right. Do that.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we resisted 1.
You resisted 1, so
I'll add edge to that one. Remember how we talked about things that are critical?
God thinks it's 7 stun.
Mm-hmm. So we'll re-roll the failures on that, which is what, 5? Now we got 1 more.
I think that. It's not hot sim, so 6S. So you'll take 4 stun.
Fantastic.
So, Bliss, you're watching this awesome display of driving.
Affairs, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's Todd posting the whole thing. I'm not going to read, no, sorry. Darcy posting the whole, I'm not going to read that out loud right now, but anyway. Yeah, 6S. So you're slightly disoriented, and you have a negative
this would be
however many.
considered hot sim if I was the truck. Yeah, so... Okay, I'm just going to redo that real quick according to that, because I like that. Is
okay.
Power.
Now that we know what we're supposed to be doing, thank you, Darcy. Yeah. I'll let you roll it correctly.
Just check to see if it was there. It's one of those weird things with the system where it's like you kind of use half the rules half the time, so it's just like, oh, we're in hot sim, so that means it's this test. But also, if there was hot sim, probably you'd have extra dice and blah 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 blah. So it's a whole mess.
The 2 successes, I will then once again use the edge on the failures.
So, and to answer, while you're doing that, Todd, to answer your question, who was sitting where? Greenstreak was sitting in behind the steering wheel that in the driver's seat, because this truck is set up to be driven manually. And then Todd was in the middle, or Mac was in the middle, and then Radio was on the passenger side.
Works for me.
Okay, so I actually rolled better that time with more dice, thankfully. So, no damage.
No damage. Okay.
Still disoriented for 4 minutes.
You are disoriented, but hot sim usually get 2 extra dice. I don't know why that is, but anyway.
I didn't use that.
You are slightly disoriented and trying to plug yourself back in. So, for those of you who are not Gerald, what happens is that the truck is turning left, doing a wide arc, and then all of a sudden, instead of straightening out to go down the lane, it just keeps turning and smashes straight into a car waiting in line to go through the intersection, and drives the trailer over another one, and it's still going. Let's have Matt roll a reaction. Let's roll. What will you roll? What's the correct roll here? You see this is happening.
Right?
What's that?
I mean, wouldn't it just be pile of ground?
Yeah, but...
Or is it like a reaction that you want to be rolling?
Yeah, so just roll your reaction plus intuition, I'm going to say, because this is not a skill. It's like an, oh shit, I need to grab the wheel test.
That makes sense.
Does my vehicle empathy help with this?
No.
Alright.
Your vehicle empathy is quite specifically...
when I'm behind the wheel.
When you're actually, when you're in control. You're not in control yet. So this will be, do you get to be in control of this vehicle? So yeah, just roll reaction plus intuition. Which I think is 7 dice for...
Good. I got 3 successes, all of them 6s.
Okay, so you grab the wheel and slam on the brake. It kicks in. The front of the truck is kind of buried in a small sedan. The rear wheels of the trailer are on top of the hood of another vehicle. What do you want to do?
You got this.
There's many horns honking. People are now jumping. Doors to cars are opening.
Didn't somebody want to make a disturbance somewhere? I think we're doing that.
I think I'm going to tell somebody else to wait for my signal to reverse the vehicle. I'm going to get out and I'm going to try to shove it off.
But you're driving.
You're
okay.
driving.
Yeah. Mac, wake up.
Car.
Mac.
I'm
You're gonna drive, right?
Hooked back in.
You can get hooked back in, but not quite this second.
Yeah.
So, okay, Todd, do you want to try to? Yeah, let's have Todd do that. So, he's going to cast influence on every driver that walks up to it. There are several people. There's 3 people who've gotten out of the car and like shaking their fist, including one each from the 2 vehicles that the truck crashed into. Matt, you just looking at this, like if you reversed and then pulled forward, you could get the nose of the truck out from the vehicle it's crashed into. And if you just pulled forward, yeah, you know that you'd crush that car, but you.
Fun part is that the trailer is invisible.
The trailer is visible, but the container is not.
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. It looks like an.
Is there anyone in the car that I've crushed?
You have crushed like the front of it. You haven't rolled over the driver's compartment yet.
If Mac is trying to do magic baloney,
what was that?
Then Radio will try and take the wheel. I think Bella yelled "yet" with a question mark.
What did you say, Bella?
Darcy hit it on the head. I was like, said, haven't rolled over any driver's compartments yet.
No, not. He has not crushed anyone yet. So as Mac points out, the driver from the 2 smashed vehicles have gotten out of the vehicles. Matt, what's your character gonna do?
If they're out of the vehicles, yeah, I'm just gonna try to pull through it like you said.
Okay, so give me a pilot groundcraft test. Now it's a +1 because you have vehicle empathy.
All right.
Wait, are you driving or did you get out to like push?
He was gonna get out, but he decided not to. Sorry, Bella, what was that?
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Can I assist him in any way possible? Like, I don't know, jack him directions on how to drive this thing to his, straight into his noggin or something?
No, you don't have any better ability to drive than he does, so I mean, you could backseat drive if you really want to.
You do have that one skill.
I will,
It's that one skill.
I feel the need to say that, although we're not going to reverse time here, I forgot to add my control rig height.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I might want to use some edge here, and what's going on in my brain is I'm thinking of the scene in Terminator 2 when the metal Terminator is driving the truck off the bridge, and I'm just like full speed ahead.
Good night.
And so that gives me an extra 5.
Good night.
Good night, Com.
Good night.
Bye.
And it's a good thing I did that because I got 3 successes but 4 failures.
That's okay.
Yeah, nice.
You rolled how many dice? You rolled 10. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you back it up a hair enough that you pull the front end, which has a bit of a bumper on it. So like, it's got like one of those cattle guards on the front of it, so that's bent a bit, but the actual truck itself hasn't been ruined because you hit this thing, but you're maybe going like 25 kilometers an hour around the corner. It's more just the weight of your vehicle crushed the little tiny other vehicle, and so you pull forward, the trailer wheels just roll over the front of that other car, and you're on the go now. Bella, you're paying attention to things on the Matrix, so Bliss is, so
I am. She is.
Also, for what it's worth, I re-rolled the extra 2 dice just out of curiosity, and they were both failures, so it's still a critical glitch.
Oh, but would that have changed the ratio, though?
No.
Okay.
Well, the ratio, yes, but it was still 3 out of 6.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
The universe knew it was coming.
Yeah. Todd is saying, Benny, Gardas versus accidents, magic or mundane, using a surface. So after the accident, Mac commands his spirit to guard against any more accidents. And now that has happened,
So what did you want me to do?
I'll just give you this one. Like, you've been monitoring Matrix feeds and like cameras and stuff. You pick up like a 911 call that essentially is saying, yeah, some truck, like we're at the corner of like this and that, and this truck was coming around the corner and just smashed a couple of vehicles, and now they're taking off.
Okay,
They're
slow
going
down.
away.
Slow down. Tell us where you are. This and that. What? Tell us where you are.
This literally this street and that street. That's actually the name of the street. It's like, and then it's between it's on this street, between that street and the other street. Actually, a real place in Newfoundland, Canada.
Okay.
Next to the store called Stuff and Things.
Yeah.
Can I
At the corner of this and that.
somehow like interfere with that call so that these get just like kind of turned around and not there quick enough, so I give them time to get there?
Well, you could cause it to drop. You could, based on what you know of these things, you could hack it so that you could impersonate the caller, but you would not have the skill to impersonate the 911 operator. Like, you couldn't be that end of that call. However, the information has been passed.
Guys, we're gonna have to figure something out and get out of there real fast.
All right, let's get out of here. Gerald, you still there? What happened?
I will be plugged in again once the GM says I am plugged in again.
Yeah, so you can make a roll of something to roll, connect back up to it again. Why is there no, like, rigging? I guess it would just be...
It is odd.
Yeah, like, it's all the skill you use when you're rigging, but, like, what is the role that's, like, log on? Computers?
Oh, there isn't one.
Yeah.
Normally.
Log on is like a thing, but it's like a Matrix action. I guess this is Matrix, isn't it?
Like, only if you have to fight. Like, you would use maybe electronic warfare if you were going to fight for control.
Yeah.
But if no one else is controlling it, it's just, in you go. Especially if it's your device.
Just roll me 6. And if you just need 1 success and not a glitch, and everything's fine.
Ta-da!
It's the let's undo that Oh my god.
Not a glitch.
That's amazing. So
these rolls today are
it's just not happening. You're just like, gah. So yeah, you go to log on and it fails like to connect, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Why? You look at Beatrice and she's just sitting next to you like, touching things.
All right, everyone. I guess Jared's out right now. Geese, how's the? You got it. It's good, right? You got it.
Right, and in that case, I'm just gonna get the helicopter up in the air and go find the truck.
Yeah. So let's roll me a pilot aircraft to see whether I can make you crash that.
Yeah. But that's the one he's good at. I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm -2. Hold on, I'm -2 because I'm disoriented for a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Todd's advising you to buy the hits.
Never buy the hits.
Never buy the hits.
7 and 3 additional 5s. Great, good.
Yeah, you take off and you're like,
that was a wild roll.
Why do people ever
swingy rolls?
Yeah. You're like
7 hits on 10 dice.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's 4 dice can buy 1 hit. No, this was a better ratio.
Considering I got 0 successes on the previous 12 dice I rolled.
Yeah. That's hilarious. So you're flying up, you come out of the water, fly, you're up in the air, and you can get high enough because you weren't that far away. It takes you like, you figure you can be over the truck at a safe altitude in like a minute.
I'll radio to them. Yeah, I got disconnected. I'm heading back now, but I can't seem to log back into the truck. I'll try again in a minute, but I'm gonna get over there and we'll airlift out of there if we have to.
Are we under attack on your end?
What happened?
That's what I'm asking you. There's some like counter hacker doing hacker stuff.
No, it was Beatrice.
Okay.
Under attack by his baggage.
Matt, do me a. So what are you gonna do in control of this vehicle right now, as Green Streak?
So I've got it loose of the crash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna be trying to get it out of that area as quickly as possible then.
Skedaddle.
And given I've got no music on my phone anymore, assuming radio means that he's like a DJ of some sort, or they're like a DJ. I'm gonna ask if they can maybe put on the theme song from Convoy for me.
What? You want me to sing? Is that what you're saying? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh wait, no, I got stuff in. I think I got like speakers in my helmet or something. So, and there's like a built-in MP3 player in the jumpsuit. That's one of the features for some reason. It specifically says in the book. So I'll turn on something, but I don't know what I have music-wise. It's probably not something that Green Streak would appreciate.
It's like the Shadowrun
my
version.
Taste in music?
I mean,
what is radio's taste in music? That's such an interesting question.
I would say it's the Shadowrun equivalent of Klingon opera. Just as a suggestion.
I don't know what the Shadowrun equivalent of that would be.
I have no idea.
But, okay. That's the thing, right? It's some future like music that we've never heard of or could possibly dream of. What is Todd saying?
Oh, just his like accident prevention feature of the spirit.
Great.
Meanwhile, while they're kind of muddling through this, because I'm the one who fucked his music up in the first place, can I try to... I know I erased it all. Can I add stuff to it?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that your mistake was accidentally deleting it. You still have the hacked access to it.
Then I can reload it.
No, it's gone. This wasn't delete to the recycling bin. This was shift delete. It's gone.
Oh, it was like delete and then delete again.
Format sector.
So, yeah, I will attempt to reload his device with new music. And he made a comment on at least one song he wants to hear from the soundtrack, so I will do my best to do.
Do me a hilarity roll of 6 dice.
Hilarity roll. This should be hilarious. No, we're not.
I will say, I think probably the best comparison point I can think of for modern music would be like 100 gex, if anyone knows them. That's what I think that radio probably listens to.
Yeah, that's a good call. Except that Bliss, in scrolling through things she has seen that the kids listen to, is putting bluegrass covers of Disney music on it exclusively.
Great. Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying what Radius music might be, which is once again very much not what Geese would want.
Yeah, okay, so that's what radio starts playing while the...
Doesn't 100 Gex have a song about, like, I'm a big truck or whatever? That would work for this situation.
I'm gonna check. I don't listen to a lot of 100 Gex.
I don't really either, but that's the one song I know. I think the song is just called 1000 Gex, and that's, like, the chorus from it.
So, Bliss, while that's happening, one more perception check looking. You're like, oh yeah, I'm watching cameras for a reason.
Right. Okay. Will do. This time, hopefully... Okay, 3 successes.
You notice just entering into view on the camera system that's the farthest down away from the warehouse, a tractor bobtailing, which is with not towing a trailer, coming into view.
Do I know that that's them?
Or no.
Is it somebody else?
Could be, because you have seen for the last hour that you've been there, you've seen trucks coming without trailers and bringing them out, coming with trailers, dropping them off and leaving empty. But this is the first one you have seen since having pulled away from the warehouse. And by the check of your clock, it's about time. Yes, Todd, were you supposed to make it seem like a Yakuza job? Sort of. You were supposed to make it look... It's more complicated than that. Crandall Manicotti wanted to make it look like a Yakuza job. You're supposed to make that framing of the Yakuza fail. So the way you're succeeding in doing that so far, up to this point, is by there being no stolen merchandise found in the possession of Yakuza types. So Crandall Manicotti cannot point the finger at the Yakuza because there's nothing that they possess that they shouldn't.
Sounds logical.
So, Phil, are you still trying to connect to this thing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get there in the helicopter first, I guess. Try to get eyes on, but I'll try to reconnect on the way.
Okay, give me one more. Whatever it was that you rolled to try to connect.
6, I think he said. There you go. It's 2 successes.
Yay! You can connect again.
Yay. Status report.
There is no mechanical damage. There is just some scratches on this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's rolling?
It is rolling. Matt Greenstreak notices that his steering, brake, and gas inputs are no longer doing anything. You have control of it now. Make a pilot groundcraft roll.
Good thing I'm still disoriented. Hey, 2 successes.
You're doing no better than the human driver was behind the wheel, so 0 improvement.
I still think that I'm driving though.
You are. You're just like, oh, this thing is somehow just less responsive than it was a minute ago. That's weird.
Alright, you got it under control for now. I'm just gonna disconnect and you let me know if you need help back in there.
Are you actually disconnecting?
Not physically, but I'll keep a link, but I'll let him control it.
You let him drive. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're just
And poor Big Bear, this is a Green Ducky. I got it under control.
okay.
Fucking ducks.
Bliss, the bobtailing truck is about a block away. It is coming perpendicular. So you have a choice. Your truck, they have a choice. Matt Greenstreak could drive straight, or he could head where they're coming. This is the one time he could actually make a decision of which way to go.
Okay.
However, I will say, however, no matter what, they're gonna see each other.
Okay. And I can't divert him anywhere.
No, but you can. No, there's nothing you can do. You can't hack them.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell Greenstreak, incoming vehicle, give him the approximate direction, let him know what his options are, and to just maybe everybody put hats on, pull them low, and maybe just try to keep on running.
Okay, Todd, if you want to roll that, Todd wants to trid phantasm you guys to make you look different. Just like a different color kind of thing. Okay, make that roll. I'll say the easiest way to do that, Todd, would just be make a roll that tints the windows and nobody can see inside, right? Then it's one target. You're just targeting the truck.
That makes sense.
And then, Matt, you have are you going to drive straight through the intersection or turn towards the vehicle?
Turn toward it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the navigator. I'm gonna make the turn.
Who's rolling for Todd? 11 dice.
11 dice? I can roll 11, yeah. Advanced roller, 11 d6s.
There's the one.
Flap. That doesn't look good. Nope, that's I think all fails. That's all fails on 11 dice. Good job, Mac. You did it.
So Todd, I'll say because it's funny, you cast the spell, but forget to describe to yourself what you want it to look like. So you actually do cast a Trid Phantasm that just looks the same, which is kind of hilarious.
Don't trust me to roll your dice.
Maybe that's a good time for an edge roll.
Yeah, you could.
Fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't glitch or anything, so you're still free to do that. Yeah.
I will let you edge that, Todd. Sure, edge it. Reroll that, Darcy.
Alright. It's actually
greater than 5.
Yeah.
You gotta roll it correctly this time, man. That was pretty funny, though. 4 hits.
Okay. 4 this time, yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change the color and tint the windows, and then so you just kind of like, it's a split second where you do it and like, oh yeah, it is red. It needs to be green. So it's actually green with like some yellow trim around the fender flares, and like the bug deflector across the hood is yellow because that looks cool.
Green ducky.
I haven't seen The Whale, so I have no idea what Brendan Fraser looking like the whale has to do with this truck. But maybe other people have that clue. So you, Matt, give me. This is your first maneuver where you actually have to take a tight corner. It's a right turn, which is much harder to do than a left turn. So, make a driving test, and Bella, I will let you make a leadership test to guide him.
All right. So
you roll that first, actually, the leadership, to see if dice help.
I will roll my 8 dice. So hold tight, boys and girls, and we'll see. You can add 2 dice to that pool.
So that'd be now you can roll 8 dice altogether, Matt, for your driving.
Not 7.
Because you get the +1 because you're actually touching your.
But I think that's countered by a -1 because this is not a Eurocar truck.
Oh yeah, so never mind. So yeah, just roll 7 dice then.
Very good. Very good.
Unless they're Lamborghini and, they make farm equipment and, sports cars.
They might.
They do, but this is not a tractor. It's a different kind of tractor.
I got to 2.
2 hits. So you get around the corner, you scrub the curb a bit, but you actually do it legally. Todd is taking 1 stun. Okay. And then what am I going to do here? There's something else you need to do for a roll, which is going to be... let's do it this way. Roll, I'm not going to tell you why, Matt, but roll 6 dice.
While that's happening, I'm going to say, I think radio is like getting into blasting her music. I kind of forgot that I actually, even in this avatar I've drawn, she has like headphones in and stuff. Now, that's probably not for music all the time. It's also often for being part of the next to everybody. But it's a thing she cares about, I guess. I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah. So she's like, all right, cool, yeah, let's just jack that into I don't know, to truck of speakers. I guess so, probably.
Okay, so yeah, the truck does, so you can, I'll give you that, it's really easy. You just Bluetooth connect, now it's coming through the speakers of the truck.
Mm-hmm. And it is not good. I mean, no offense to, it's not that it's bad, it's just that it is an acquired taste, let's say.
Right, very, very specific acquired taste.
Yeah.
So as the two vehicles pass, Matt, you kind of look to your left, and you see the driver of that truck kind of look to his left, and you guys kind of catch each other's gaze. You're not really sure because you got tinted windows, but it looks like he's looking at you for just half a second. And you continue on.
Okay.
And then you look in the rear view, you look in the mirror, and where you turned right, they turned left, going where you've come from.
Oh dear.
And
are they maybe like driving Japanese model cars? These maybe like Yakuza guys or something?
Or police.
What's that, Phil?
Or police.
No, that was a Toyota Big Rig. You're driving a Volvo. But and they go around the corner out of sight. Now,
Do I still have them in my sights now?
yes, you can follow them.
Yeah, I will.
And then, so, Matt, you're just following the GPS directions that are logged into the truck. That you've got about a 25-minute drive pending traffic to get to Gerald's storage facility, yard place.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for tails.
Okay, what are you gonna do to do that?
Well, I got the eye in the sky now.
Okay.
Cool.
Max suggests we
Helicopter
do.
sensors as well as paired with the truck sensors.
Okay.
I guess the difficulty is like identifying a tail versus just traffic going the same direction.
Yes.
Well, there are skills for that.
A lesson learned the hard way in a episode where someone died. Yeah, Max says, let's get out of here. Maybe do a few loops and lose any tails. You could. It's up to you. Matt, do you want to have Green Streak do any kind of like lose a tail type of driving?
You know what? Sure, I'll do edge on that too.
So, you remember seeing an old movie where one character said to another, yeah, if you square a block and someone follows you, you know they're following you. So make 4 left turns. If someone else makes 4 left turns, they're following you. That's essentially what Max says to you out loud. That's he's in the side of you, beside you.
Yeah, that's good thinking, Mac. 2 successes.
So making left turns is easier to avoid hitting curbs, and so you do it. You take an extra, takes you a few minutes to go around the curb. Anybody who's paying any attention, Bliss and Gerald and Green Streak, everybody do perception tests to see if you see anything, because you're paying attention specifically during this maneuver. 3 from Bella.
Sorry, I'm doing perception now.
Yeah, Todd, you could do it too. Yeah, you can be sensing. You can also be assessing. Like, you're driving a shite. 1 from Phil. So yeah, Mac will astrally project to do some watching. Just give me a... Todd, how many dice is your astral perception? What is astral? Where would it be on your character sheet?
Just perception.
Just his perception?
Yeah, there's no such thing as astral perception.
Oh
it's
yes,
just
that's
perception.
the way it is in this now. I forgot. It's not different.
And a sensing is like trying to read a magical.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with perception. It has to do with, can I identify this magical thing I'm looking at?
Okay, so I'll two hits for Todd. Who else was looking at things? Gerald got one. Matt, did you do one?
I got 3.
Yeah, Bella got 3.
Which skill is this that I'm using?
Perception.
Right. Not sure where on my sheet that is.
Be under active skills. A year, I'm looking at it, so it's 6 dice for you. It's right above pilot groundcraft.
Just a 1.
Okay, so Bella, you are watching really closely on the street cameras. You lose them on those for a bit just because of where he drives. But as you're watching through sensors on the truck, which you have access to, nobody follows all the turns. There's a couple of like vehicles that follow on the first turn, but after that, nobody does. So Matt, you get back on the route, and you can kind of just keep on driving. Nobody you notice is following you. So, yeah. So, we're going to say you guys get back. We're going to skip ahead a little bit for the sake of fun. Okay, so Todd, yeah, you can come back into your meat bod and then like change the color again. You wait for an opportune moment, going around a corner kind of thing, and change it to some other color. It's purple now. You get to the yard. You can pull in, drop it. It's open air, so it's going to be there, but there it is. Anybody want to connect with Flirpy Flirp to let them know what's up?
Not yet. I mean, once we get oh wait, they're back, right?
Yeah, so I'm just saying it was based on the rolls I made for NPCs. You actually somehow managed not to get noticed pulling out of there, but it was oddly, it was not suspicious, because really no one was paying any attention magically. It would have glowed.
Sometimes accidents happen.
Yeah, sometimes accidents happen. Bella, you do continue to have, or Bliss does continue to monitor the follow-up for that 911 call. Police do show up rather slowly because it's a shit neighborhood. You can even see them on camera, and they start talking to people, and they're pointing this way and that way. But on the route, there's enough dead spots where you have a reasonable expectation that it's possible they may not run you down. However, it's not impossible that Lone Star could show up.
Right. So, yeah. I think I would kind of reach out to the guys kind of, suggest, hey, let's call Fleur.
Oh, okay. That was what I was asking about before.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Let me just retcon that slightly. Like you know, Bella, that like Bliss knows it's probably 50-50 whether someone else with Lone Star access could look at all the traffic cams and follow you back to the yard. So it is a risk.
Oh.
Just logically. So let's say you're like maybe 10 minutes away.
Right.
And you point that out.
Right. So I'll point that out to them. Is there any way, because I have, what's it called? Now, it's mainly for me, at the static veil. That's so I can be, like, can I, like, scrub the cameras?
Yes, there is a chance you could do that with some heroic rolls. So if you want to try that,
okay,
like legit right now would be the time.
Okay, now's the time.
You could effectively do a hack and loop sort of thing.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll?
Well, this is going to be hacking.
Okay.
And
with my computer's background.
Oh. Phil's frozen, but his computer's crashed apparently. Fantastic. So he's not really there. It looks like
he's there.
Well, he's not. So yeah, roll the computer's background, then hacking, and you can have a sprite assist you if you want.
So my computer's background is 5 dice. Those were good successes.
I see.
And then,
okay, Todd, I see it. Yeah, here on sec.
So I'm going to add those 5 to my hack, which is, I believe, 12. But I'm also going to, I am going to edge this.
Okay. Mac, I will just roll that. Where is your contact? Let me look up your contacts while I do that. Not AI and me. News reporter. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I will roll those dice for that. Okay. And then what else would I do for you, Todd? Bella, just let me know when you're done rolling or if you have questions.
I got 6 successes.
So a net of 6?
Net of 6 on the app.
Okay. And I'll say that you're gonna. Okay. So, unbeknownst to the rest of the group, Mac calls his Lone Star contact, brother person, and says, hey, there's a truck traveling from here to here. If anyone, there was a bit of an accident, kind of like make that a low priority. And he's essentially like, I'll see what I can do. It's kind of wheels slightly in motion, but I'll do what I can. Essentially, he's going to try. That's about all you can get out of him. 6 net hits on your hacking. Even with all that edge?
Yeah, I only had Couple sixes. 3 sixes.
Man, that's the sometimes it is like that. Okay, let's see how the city's Lone Star security does. Not Lone Star, sorry, this is like public works, essentially. So you are not getting access. You're trying a few things and you are just shut down. Denied.
Really, with 6 successes? Wow. I thought that would be pretty good.
Like you could do individual cameras, but you can't get into like the system. Because this is what you're trying to do is look at the camera system that the city installs and that Lone Star uses on roads, right? I forget what it's called. There's a term for it. But anyway, I think it's a nav something system. Anyway, it's got pretty good security. It like you know that based on your particular capabilities, like it's not out of your realm of capability, but it's at the top end of it. So Max says, hey, Gerald, why don't you use your helicopter to like lift the Invisicrate off the truck and just let the truck drive where it needs to go, and then if you do get pulled over, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
So you can do that. What you're going to need, though, is someone to do some acrobatics to do it on the move, or you're going to have to pull over. And then it'll be less acrobatical.
Do we have someone following us? Did we determine that?
You did not see anyone follow you. Yeah. But Mac is suggesting do it on the move because if you stop, someone might be able to do the math that we did when we initially got this Invisicrate. You know, if it stops, why did it stop? If it keeps going, people are like, oh, it's just driving.
I mean, either way, like, you're picking something up off of the truck, right? That's not there.
Yeah.
Can't really be subtle.
And then
at that.
Yeah, and then the empty truck can get pulled over for the accident, and then like the three of you that are in it perhaps don't have to be there.
Yeah, so like the invisible truck is one thing, the helicopter hovering over top of it is another.
Yeah. It's an idea.
I think what we should do, actually, okay, let's find, Gerald's gonna take a second. He's gonna locate like a storage yard or a parking lot or something that looks reasonably abandoned, that's as close as possible. Okay, take the truck here, unhook the trailer, keep going. And while the truck's being followed, I'll pick up the crate off the thing.
And 4 big bear over and out.
So yeah, there's
I can drive the truck remotely at that point. You guys can all get into the Invisicrate and get into the helicopter.
Oh, we just leaving the. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a few parking lots you have to choose from that you could pull over into. The problem is that none of them are blind spots. However, I will say that they are not on the roads system. It would be a different system that Bliss was trying to hack if she wanted to hack any one of those given parking lots security feed systems.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And look for
find a spot that
Bliss can do her magic.
Yeah, so
it can usually be like find a spot that only one camera's seeing, and much easier to hack into.
Okay, so I'll give a location to Bliss to say.
I'll give you that, Todd.
Here's the location. See if you can get into the system.
Okay, so you could do all those same hacking rolls. I don't know how much edge you have left. If you can use that, I wasn't paying attention. You've used one at least, right?
I've used 2.
Okay.
And I've got 3,
So yeah, you can use one more. That's fine.
Right. So first I'll do my background. So that's 3. And you said last time I could use my sprite, but I didn't. Can I use it this time? Because I should have one more
Yeah.
left. So then I would do the sprites, computers.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that is 8, right?
I believe so, 12. if I remember correctly.
12. Alright, so I will do that first. So 3 from mine. Okay, so 7 on top of my back, which is 12. And I'm gonna etch that. I don't do this. Like, I give up tonight. I think we give up tonight.
I think Phil was saying that not that long ago.
Okay, I think I give up tonight. I only got some.
Okay, well, it's an opposed test, and it's a different system.
19 days? Wow.
I mean, that's hard to fail with 7 successes.
Yeah. I mean, it was a better system, and it rolled pretty well. This time, you beat it with 4 net hits. So you were in there, and you get in obviously before they arrive. So if you want, you could just take like footage, just start recording from now till just before they get there, and then loop all or some of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll loop it around.
There are enough buildings that you could kind of go between a couple of things to be out of sight from cameras on the nav grid. Also. So I'm going to say that's an option. And I had a map here I'm looking for, but I can't find it, so I'm just going to... There's no, like, parking lot. Oh, is that a parking lot? No, that's not the one. I really think we need a GoFundMe for a microphone.
Sorry, guys.
It happens.
Yeah, we're tolerating it. It's okay.
It makes it more cyberpunk.
Yeah, we've used this, but let's just pretend it's something else.
That's allowed, you know?
Oh my gosh, that is like way out of scale.
You're gonna have to move us when you're ready. If you forgot, which you might not have.
Well, I just copied and pasted, so I will then move. Where am I? Where am I? What's going on? This is the most exciting part of the stream.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that there isn't just like, click on a place and move you there. It's like, what else are you going to be dragging around? There's not like there's multiple, player dangles. If there is, that'd be cool too.
I don't even know what map I flipped to. What map am I? What if I do this? Can I do that? No. Okay, that's the map I'm on. Now where are the players? I got the players. Move down here. Bam! Okay, now can you see yourselves?
I see, but I need to zoom out a bit.
I can't see it.
Looks like it's the same place. I'm not in the right spot, but otherwise, yeah. Got there.
Just gonna resize everybody. Something like that. Good enough.
Yeah, I was just thinking that I'm literally the size of a tractor trailer.
Which is awesome, right? No, what? And then I'll grab you guys, and then
it's all just representational.
Downside there. That's
not the scale.
Sort of close enough. Okay, so you guys are there. I'm not really too concerned with where everything's positioned. I'll just take the truck and then rotate it. Oh my gosh! I have to zoom. These little toggles are so small. Okay, so
geese. Would music do anything for you? With that? Help you drive? That's what you wanted it for? Is that what you're saying?
It's not what I was asking for, but it's actually pretty good. I enjoy this. It's all right.
Nice.
Okay, so we're kind of getting close to the end of time here. So
yeah,
as little action as there was, I think we'll just wind it down there. So you're there. Phil, Gerald's helicopter is there, and we'll just kind of pick it up from there next time. I think.
Seems legit.
Yeah. I will say, you kind of got a little bit lucky. The place where it could have gone totally sideways was. So you still have potentially Lone Star. You do have Lone Star looking for you for that truck for sure. So you're gonna have to deal with that. The Yakuza, I was rolling to kind of see where you were and where they were when the accident happened, and then if you drove past them. Then the question is going to be, so you in the moment they didn't think anything of it, but they're going to go to the warehouse for sure. They're going to find that thing is empty, and then they're going to go, oh, a truck left here and caused an accident. I wonder if we should follow up on that. And then they will.
Right.
So that's that. We'll see what happens with that. Next time,
I wonder if it's better to cover our tracks with that.
You can cover some of your tracks, but without hacking that nav grid, you're not covering all your tracks.
Yeah, I wonder if we want to have the box just leave and then try to convince anyone who shows up that we're just folk. Or if we want to just bail and be like, we don't need to keep this cab, it's not something we care about, I'm sure. And then it's all about, scrubbing traces of us being here in the first place.
Yes. You characters could have that. Well, why don't you characters have that discussion? I'll give you 5 minutes of character discussion. Well, the truck is sitting there idling and the helicopter is inbound.
All right. What's next? So the helicopter is gonna get the crate, and then Lone Star is gonna show up and they're gonna be like, "You get in a traffic accident," and we'll be like, "Yeah," or are we just bailing with the crate? What is?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys get in the crate. We're gonna leave the truck. I'm gonna set the truck on a little bit of a doodly-doo.
Yeah, I agree with Mac on this one. We gotta get out of here. I'm not tangling with the cops.
Yeah, right. I mean, that probably makes sense because otherwise it's like, well, we saw you here even though you're not on cams. Yeah, we just leave. I mean, do we do anything with the cab and drive that off into the river or something? I don't know if there's a river or not.
Max suggested burning it. I'm down with that plan.
Yeah, set that sucker ablaze.
Is that gonna help? That's just gonna leave like a smoldering. That just looks suspicious.
Yeah, but no DNA. I'm with the doc on this one.
I mean, I don't know. Is your DNA in a system? Mine's not.
Oh, Max would be actually former Dock Wagon employee. His DNA's on file somewhere.
Right, you're like a person. That's so weird. Can't be legally dead if you never. I don't know. That thought didn't go anywhere.
Max.
Yeah, whatever you say. I am so out of it today.
Max just like spouting idea after idea, like, okay, we burn this, we vinegar that, we bleach this, we gasoline that. He's just starting to spiral.
Yeah, I need to work on my Mac impression before next week, so I can just read all of this.
You can just do them. Okay, I'm gonna give some karma out.
Can I just like punch a hole in the gas tank or something, or like take out my knife and just try to just start poking holes in all the gas tanks?
Okay, let's hold off on what anyone actually does until next time. But
right, just discussion seems good.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone can have 8 karma for that one.
8 karma.
Todd's just typing like a crazy person.
Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. Yes, that's the correct amount of karma. I did it.
This episode brought to you by a combination of critical glitches and extremely good rolls. On both sides.
Yeah, it sounds like the bad rolls carried over to those tail on us, which is good for us.
Yeah, it was funny because some of the whatever test I made Matt do where I said to roll 6 dice, but I'm not telling you why, was like, hey Chewie, just fly casual.
Right.
And so you got 3 hits to be like nonchalant in your driving, and they got like 1 hit on being suspicious of you. So I was like, okay, they don't really care. They're like, oh, whatever, just normal people coming and going. These empty flat deck. I was like, I had determined that if they tied, they were going to be like, yeah, that's interesting, take note of that. But I didn't even take note of you.
Yeah. I need to design a Shadowrun character that just has like maxed out etiquette, and then I just argue that it's like the perfect skill for being inconspicuous, but not like overtly, and then just like casually walk into every location we have to do. That sounds like a fun character.
Just call him like the most uninteresting man on the planet,
Yeah, not even like bluffing, just like being unnoticeable.
Yeah, just like king of being nondescript. Or not even king, just the most average person ever. But really excelling at that.
where they try and have the face recognition as the exact same face as everyone else. It's their Lego piece.
Night, Todd.
Yeah. That is us, right? We're done here.
Yeah, I'm gonna close off the streaming. Goodbye, people of the internet.
Good to have you on here, Todd. You always got someone who's just in text for a Shadowrun game. I think that.
Thank you very much for checking out our Shadowrun game. Don't forget to check in on Tuesday for our next role-playing game. It'll either be Dungeons & Dragons or Shadowrun, probably Dungeons & Dragons this week. Hope you take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we will see you again soon. And if you haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the so forth and so on. Alright, have yourself a fantastic evening. Cheers. Oh, one last thing is the Creative Commons credits are rolling right now. They also scroll at the bottom of the feed. So yeah, don't forget to check those out, and have a good night.